Have you ever crossed paths with someone famous and chose to act like they were just another person? For months, I watched my father fade away through a phone screen. I was living in another city, barely surviving on tips from a small cafe job. Every video call felt heavier than the last. He kept telling me he was getting better, always smiling, always asking if I was eating properly. Later, I found out he was hiding the worst of it, so I wouldn't panic. He once offered to send me money for a ticket to come home. I refused. I knew his medical bills were already crushing him, and I couldn't bear the thought of my visit costing him his treatment. So instead, I worked non-stop. Double shifts, late nights, anything to save up fast. One afternoon, after barely sleeping, I was at work when a man walked in with an older woman. He wore a hoodie, a cap pulled low, and kept his head down. It took me a moment, but then I realized it was Keanu Reeves. I could tell he wanted to be invisible. No attention, no fuss. Inside, I was shaking. But on the outside, I treated him like any other guest. I didn't whisper to coworkers. I didn't stare. I just did my job. When I dropped the bill, I wrote a small note at the bottom. Thank you for being kind to people like us. Hope you enjoyed the meal. They left quietly. While cleaning the table, I noticed he had written back, thank you for letting us have a normal day. There was also a tip, far more than I earned in weeks. I stood there frozen, heart racing, thinking it had to be a mistake. But he was already gone. That same evening, I booked a ticket home. I reached the hospital just before dawn. I didn't even stop to catch my breath, just ran straight to my father's room. He opened his eyes when he heard my voice. He smiled. I held his hand. He passed away less than half an hour later. Because of a quiet moment of respect between two strangers, I got to say goodbye. I got to be there.